Well, Nicole, today is May 1st, the first day of turtle egg laying season, and the turtles are programmed to return on nights like tonight to the same place they were born. And it doesn't matter if there's oil or danger, they're returning regardless.
Of all the times for this oil to show up, this is the worst. So oil-soaked turtles coming ashore to nest, the oil gets on the eggs.
They call Mike Reynolds the turtle czar. Every year it's his job to find and protect the turtle eggs on Alabama's beaches. That's why he and his group wake up at 5:30 in the morning to locate turtle nests.
See this right here? We call this the whack line, and what we do each morning is we walk right above this to where we can see if the turtles, mother turtles, have come in and laid.
When they find a nest, they relocate it to a safer place. Due to tourists and residents populating the beaches, sometimes the mother's nest location is unsafe.
We measure how far to the top of the eggs, how far to the bottom, and the diameter, and we dig a mama hole up there, a clone to what is just like that.
When we find a nest, we mark it, cover it with a grate to keep predators out, put tape around it and a sign that says do not touch, federal government.
And while this relocating process is done every year, this year is a bit more emotional, as many turtles could die from swimming through the oil spill to lay their eggs.
I suppose myself, I'm mostly worried about them ingesting globs, you know, that floating out there might look like jellyfish or some other type of crustacean.
The 47 miles of Alabama coast from Dauphin Island to the Florida border are walked every day by this group locating eggs. Now with a potential oil hazard, volunteers are also taking pictures of the beach to document its current condition.
This is a very important habitat. You know, our sea turtle habitat is a very important thing, and having it being put back right in the end is critical to the survival of the species.
And on top of all of that, the volunteers must babysit the turtle egg nest to make sure they make it into the ocean safely. So next time you see one of these signs with a guard around it, know how much work went into making sure the endangered species make it to the ocean. Reporting in Orange Beach, Kimberly Rankin, CBS 42 News.
CBS 42's Kimberly Rankin is live in Orange Beach. Kimberly, what is the tourism industry doing to keep people from canceling their reservations?
Nicole, this community has survived numerous attacks by Mother Nature. Hurricanes and tornadoes have devastated this coastline, and just like in those cases, this community is prepared to band together to clean up whatever this oil situation presents to get tourists back on the beach. Tourists here on Orange Beach know the oil is on its way, but they aren't canceling their trips or even letting it ruin their fun.
We had this vacation planned for a year, and we wasn't going to let the oil stop us. We don't get in the water that much anyway because it's cold at this time. The oil's in the water, it's not on the beach.
And to keep people coming to the beach, rental companies like Brett Robinson are getting creative to keep people from canceling.
If the oil does reach our beaches, or if the oil is here when those people are on vacation, we will gladly cancel them with a full refund, not keeping any of their money. That has seemed to help build a little trust between the guest and Brett Robinson and the vacations, and they're more willing to do a wait-and-see situation.
Rental companies are even purchasing products and stocking up on cleaning supplies to protect guests and their strip of beach.
Our company has gone out and we've bought whatever the new chemical is for removing tar from your feet. We already have those stations. They'll be set up as of this afternoon for people who might walk on the beach and get tar on their feet. We have ways for the guests to get them off with wash stations.
Our security officers will be at first dawn every morning, walking the beach and reporting back to us as far as any findings they may have of any oil residue or tar that is coming ashore.
So far, out of the thousands of reservations that Brett Robinson has made, they've only received 47 cancellations, but they know that if a lot of tar ends up on the beach, that will devastate this community. That is why Orange Beach community has done everything they can to keep the oil out of the area. They hope in return those with upcoming reservations wait before they make cancellations to see if the situation gets bad. Reporting live in Orange Beach, Kimberly Rankin, CBS 42 News. We've all heard about the thousands of gallons of oil flowing into the Gulf, but until you see it firsthand how massive the oil slick is, it's hard to picture how serious the problem really is.
From my experience flying this, it's very spread out. In other words, it's not one big, huge mass of oil. It's big here, then there's a little bit over there, more over here and there's more over there, so it's kind of all over the place.
Today, the media got a chance to get some footage of Ground Zero at 800 feet, which is 100 stories above the spill.
Yeah, where that other rig is drilling another relief well, that's where the rig used to be. That's down 5,000 feet now.
For us, the experience was truly shocking, but for the Coast Guard who fly this route regularly, they can see a difference.
The one thing that I haven't seen a lot of right now is that really nasty tar ball, that brown. That used to be all down here, and it seems that's broken up a lot. It was about a week ago, and I can definitely say that the oil is more spread out than it was before. You can see it kind of thinning around the edges. It's still thick where the origin was.
Our cameras captured some of the oil-reducing measures. These boats were skimming the water while the barges waited to collect it.
Some of those barges are, just to dump some of the oil off, so you don't have to keep breaking ships back to shore. And then, that smaller apparatus on the back of the ship is actually the skimmer itself. It doesn't cover a lot of surface area, but I guess they're effective.
The Coast Guard is not only providing flights for the media, they're also doing it for high-ranking officials, giving them a bird's-eye view of the problem so they can begin coming up with new solutions to fix it.
You can see the big picture from the aircraft, so you can see the expanse.
The flight was very educational. From the sky, you could see how big the problem really was. But due to the day being cloudy, it was a little difficult to see the difference between the oily water and the clean water. The Coast Guard pilot says in the past, on those sunny days, it was a lot easier to see the oil slick because it reflected with the sun. Final preparations are being made on a high-tech washing machine that could be the lifeline to the economy of Gulf Coast beaches.
The way this thing will kind of work, so the same way a washing machine may use hot water and agitation and whatnot to get the dirt out, in this case it's going to be getting the dirt out but also making the oil rise to the top.
We weren't expecting an oil spill, and it's a machine that we treat harder soils with that we know will accommodate what needs to be done down here on the coast. We feel is the only solution environmentally to deal with it.
What makes Gulf Energy Services environmentally friendly is the way they treat the sand on site. First, sand is dumped into a hopper, shakers remove debris, and then sterilization process extracts the oil.
That'll be the end of the process. It'll come out to this auger. We've got this piece that we still have to attach, and that will load the sand right back into a dump truck ready to spread right back out on the beach.
Gulf Energy Service can not only clean the oil off of the beaches if they were to become infected, they could also help with wildlife. If an animal were to be coated with oil, they could use their polymer to scrub down the animal, removing all the oil right on site.
We're able to clean them up immediately with this. I mean, this immediately magnetizes to all hydrocarbons. They just need to be rubbed down with it. We're able to wash it right off, and the animals can go on about their way.
This machine is at a staging site right now. They're waiting to see where the oil hits and if any of the $25 million Alabama received from BP will go towards employing them. Reporting from the Gulf Coast, Kimberly Rankin, CBS 42 News.